Welcome to Old Folks Racing PlayStation. Welcome to the Porsche 917. What a car this is, and what a circuit we have today as well. It's coming back to Spa, not the normal Spa, the classic 14 kilometer Old Spa in this absolute beast of a car. Should be very interesting to watch. This is race 1. Kev Allen and Diogo Almeida are on the front row. Simon Allen and Darren Head on the second. Frankie and Dale Taylor are on the third. And the returning Todd Antonio is in seventh. Some drivers already moving in there. I don't know who that was, but someone seems to have jumped the start or is lagging miserably. That was Todd Antonio, and there's already crashed there between two cars. That's Dale Taylor and I believe it's Todd Antonio. Yes, it's Dale Taylor and Todd Antonio that have collided at Eau Rouge. As everyone else goes through the camel section, we are on a reduced lap count today because of course this circuit is extremely long. There is sliding Diogo Almeida there already with his headlights on. Kev Allen has maintained the lead. In fact, the top four have maintained their positions, and here comes Chris Winstanley that is in 8th place. Dale Taylor and Todd Antonio after that. No, I apologize. I believe it was Jumbo that was involved in that collision. Because Todd Antonio, I'm not entirely sure, he has started this race because he's already a minute off the leader, so that is suspicious, and it indicates to me that something is going on here. I think Todd Antonio had problems even before the race started with his connection. So it was Dale Taylor and Jumbo that got together at Eau Rouge, but look at this, Kev Allen is under pressure from Diogo Almeida already on lap 1 out of 6. Look at this slide that Jumbo, well, look at Jumbo, ooh, he's lagging and crashing at the same time. That's quite difficult to watch. It was Jumbo going off on his own at Malmedy, I believe, here in the very long Spa-Francorchamps circuit. Curiously, it does not go either to Spa or to Francorchamps. If you've ever been there, you know what I'm talking about. It is actually going from Malmedy, Stavlo and other nearby villages. Ooh, look at that. There's a big slide by Darren Head. Almost lost it there at Stavlo, but recovers only to find Simon Allen, the championship leader, behind and putting some pressure now in the La Carrière section of the circuit. Absolutely beautiful here at the Ardennes Forest, and this is Diogo Almeida trying a half-hearted move on race leader Kev Allen. Kev continues to lead since the beginning. He's going to lead the first lap. Look at this, Diogo almost losing it there, almost crashed, but quite rightly avoided it. Here is the chase camera with Simon Allen through this absolutely flat out section, and would you believe it, this car actually raced here in 1970. That was in fact, I think this car actually held the lap record for a while. Oh, look at this, Simon Allen is not going to do a lap record like this, and Darren Head actually lost it but almost lost it again, and here comes Simon Allen on the inside. That was good on the way leading to La Source, which is of course the first corner of Spa. Nowadays it is the last corner in the old Spa because the start-finish line is right here at Eau Rouge. So let's look through the field. Kev Allen leads 1.4 seconds. Diogo Almeida has lost a little bit of time. Third is Darren Head. Third is Simon Allen. Fourth is Darren Head. Darren Head is losing it constantly. He lost it there at Blanchimont, and now he's lost it again here at the Radion. So he seems to be losing it in places that end with on. Let's see which is the next place that ends with on. I think there are not other places that end with on. This is here at Lecombe. Does not end with on. So Darren Head comfortably through that section of the track and keeps his fourth place. We haven't looked back at the leaderboard behind these drivers. That's Stuart Brand in 5th, and the Twixter Chris Russell continuing his return to Old Fox Racing PlayStation in a good 6th place. Dale Taylor, after that crash, has recovered to 7th. That was a pretty good job, which we haven't seen, but he was in 11th at some point. Mike Langley in 8th, Chris Stanley in 9th, 10th is Jumbo, and 11th is Frankie, that has lost a lot of time because he had a really good qualifying. I believe he was on the 3rd row of the grid, so something must have happened to Frankie, but we didn't quite catch what it was. Todd Antonio is out of this race. It's a shame because it was his first appearance in the summer championship of Old Folks Racing PlayStation. We do hope to see him back quite soon. We have missed him for quite some time now, and we hope that this is the first of many races back. He's on board. Not quite on board, but almost on board with Chris Russell with the master section completely flat out in this car, and of course extremely dangerous in real life with this car as well. Now going down, this is a big descent here into Stavlo, extremely fast corner that is also very challenging indeed, and this very challenging therefore the Twixter for Chris Russell, because Dale Taylor has nailed it perfectly through Stavlo, and now he's putting pressure on the Scottish driver, and here they are through La Carrière, that nowadays is basically a way to go to the Blanchimont car park and also to the karting track that is also in Project Cars 3, would you believe it? It has a weird name. Oh, and look at this, this is almost contact there, but nice move for Dale Taylor. That was a bit of a code brown there for the South African driver, but he held on to take 6th place. It's a nice battle here, and we follow in this very weird drone-like camera. Here we go to Blanchimont. This one is not flat out in this car. Mike Langley here also reaching Blanchimont. He's in 8th place. Oh, losing it through Blanchimont, and now he's a passenger and he's going to go hard into the wall. Hard into the wall goes the American driver Mike Langley, as he lost the place. Yes, he had no. Is he? Well, we don't seem to have a decision from the leaderboard because he keeps swapping with basically Chris Stanley, but now he's actually lost it. He lost the position to Jumbo as well. Jumbo, of course, had that crash at Oulu in the first lap. We are now on the 2nd. He's already recovered some places, and he's actually very close to Chris Stanley, so I do anticipate quite an interesting battle between these 3 drivers over the 3rd lap of the race. Jumbo trying to make a bit of a recovery race. He should be able to get more positions. We had 12 drivers here, not bad for an August event. Unfortunately, Todd Antonio is not in this race anymore. He has DNF'd, but we still have 11 drivers running. And Jumbo is very interested in that position from Chris Stanley. They are now going to Camo, which of course is a straight nowadays, but in the good old times it was a series of corners. Now through Lecom, which is a chicane now to the opposite side. It's right left. Now in the good old days it was a left turn, and look at this through Haut-de-la-Côte here in this completely flat out section, and now going through Bournonville, and this is not an overtaking spot. Jumbo, this is not overtaking spot, and he manages to do it because Chris Stanley was actually quite cooperative, and Jumbo actually managed not to lose it as well on the entrance to Malmedy. Here they are on lap 3. Now this is absolutely flat out now, and nowadays it's actually a normal road, which is very interesting to drive. You can not do this that Jumbo is doing. You cannot do it on the wrong side of the road. Here they are. This is the Master Straight, and now the Master Kink, this absolutely beautiful kink that I hope we're going to see from the helicopter shot. No, we aren't. We're going to see it from the onboard, and now we move on to championship leader Simon Allen. So what has happened to Simon is that he lost it almost in the first lap here, and now he lost it almost again. That's through one of the corners in the La Carrière, so just before you get to the Blanchimont area. And Simon Allen is not far from Diogo Almeida, so we could see a battle for second place. Kev Allen is doing an absolutely brilliant, ginormously brilliant job with this car. He has opened a gap of 5 seconds just after basically 3 laps. They are getting to the end of the third lap, and here comes Stuart Brand in Blanchimont. You can do that in project cars too, but in real life you probably have caught fire by now. And we watch Disser Lovelength with his renewed form in this summer season after a relatively weak spring season, but he seems to be regaining his form by the day, and here he is in Camel, absolutely flat out now on the 4th lap out of 6. Let's listen to these beautiful sounds. Absolutely brilliant through Camel there. Also Diogo Almeida, we haven't seen too much of him, but he's done a good job keeping Simon Allen behind. Simon is very interested in that second place, but let's see if he's got the pace to go after the Portuguese driver. Now through Eau de la Côte. Big crowd here today at Spa, of course. All folks, they race with any conditions, and like Formula 1, should it be raining or not, we rarely have rain for racing PlayStation, also because we can set the weather. I suspect that's a very, very big part of the explanation of why we seem to race in perfect conditions all the time. I wonder if that's going to change in the future. We could see perhaps a bit more challenging conditions for the drivers from time to time. Chris Russell, what has happened to Chris? He's in 7th place. He's running a little bit on his own because he's basically 13 seconds from 6th, and he has quite a gap over 8th place jumper. But look at that, this is Simon Allen now. He's in an area that he can already draft from Diogo Almeida, so I think that we are going to see quite a battle here. Now to Stavro. Look at the different lines of the two drivers. They are not equally effective, and here comes Simon Allen now with a big momentum there, and he's got the job done, nicely done at the exit of Stavro. Simon Allen is the new 2nd place man, but he's 7 seconds behind Kev. Can he recover? It seems to be a bit of a tall order in the couple of laps that are remaining, because we are already reaching the point of... Oh, and Diogo Almeida has had a moment there. Diogo Almeida has had a big moment and has lost time. We were watching 2 other drivers who I cannot remember who they were, and here comes Stuart Brand. I think it was Stuart Brand. Yes, Stuart Brand has now found the back of Darren Head, and Darren continues to be ahead for the time being, but Stuart doing a nice job again. He's doing a great season in the summer, already won a race at Monza as well, and now running wide there at Blanchimont, but oh, running wide again, oh, running wide big time and running into the hill, and he has decided to check the very good bed and breakfast that is in that area. He presses the reset button, dangerous, because he almost got into the racing line of another competitor, but he was doing such a great job in 5th place. He hasn't actually lost a lot of places. He only lost 5th position to Dale Taylor. Dale doing a very nice job indeed after that crash on the opening lap. He's been recovering very, very steadily indeed, and he's now up to... Oh, and Kev Allen, not the championship leader. I apologize. He's the race leader. He's got a big gap, but now from 7 seconds we are down to 5, and we are still with almost 2 laps to go. So I wonder if Kev makes another mistake. Maybe, just maybe, Simon has a chance here. Let's go through the field. Darren Head is in 4th. Dale Taylor, excellent race in 5th. Stuart Brand dropped to 6th. 7th is Chris Russell. 8th is Jambo. And then we haven't seen a lot of the other drivers, but Chris Stanley is in 9th. 10th is Frankie. 11th is Mike Langley. He lost time as well. Quite a lot of it. And I think that was that crash that we saw. And it's quite difficult to recover from that now for Mike, because he doesn't have any other driver to draft. Here is Jumbo through Lecombe, and here is Frankie under attack. Not under attack, he's actually attacking Chris Stanley. So this is the battle for 9th spot. So as you know, Old Fox Racing PlayStation, we have battles through the field now through Old Lacote here, and beautiful scenery, of course, here at Spa-Francorchamps. What a beautiful day it is. I guess setting your own weather helps. This is a very tricky corner because you have to attack, but not too much. You have to keep the right apex there at Mombody, and William Stanley battling with that car. Now here comes Frankie. He's in the zone that he can make an attack going into the Master King. It's not the ideal location for an overtake, but it is possible. And here he comes on the what effectively will be the outside. They are running side by side. Will Chris give him room? The answer, fortunately, is yes. And Frankie goes up to 9th place. Now they are going through Master. Chris Stanley was trying to launch an attack there, but not successfully. And look at the speed that this drone needs to have to accompany this car through the Stavlo Strait. Here he is, they are at Stavlo. This is, oh, and someone, oh, this is Todd. Of course, we knew that Todd had a problem. He had a disconnect at the start of the race, unfortunately. So, as I said, we do hope to see him back quite soon for more racing with the Old Folks Racing PlayStation. Sir Lovelength has led this race since the beginning. He has been dominant, and he is en route for another victory with the Porsche 917. He's starting his last lap. He's at Camo. He's got more than 6 seconds over Simon Allen, and I wonder what was the last Allen 1-2 that we had. It's certainly a while ago. I can't really remember, because with Darren Head, Diogo Silva, who's not here in this round, having very good results, it has been a while since we had an Allen 1-2, but we seem to be going for one here. Simon Allen, where is Diogo Almeida? Diogo Almeida is 4 seconds behind, so I think that's game, set and match for Simon Allen unless he makes a mistake. Absolutely flat out there through Bournonville, not hitting the brakes to position the car for Malmedy. Absolutely good performance. Simon Allen, of course, the championship leader, and probably at this stage by far the biggest favorite for the title of the summer season. It would be quite interesting if he won it, because then we have basically 3 different champions in 2021. And Del Taylor was almost losing it there through Malmedy, but he found a way, a little bit of a shortcut there, but it worked in the end. Chris Russell in 7th. Now the producer is just trying to find shots of different drivers, because not much seems to be happening on the track in terms of wheel-to-wheel battles. Let's see who are the closest drivers. That will be Jambo and Frankie. That's the drivers that these are the drivers that are on your screen, and they can still fit in one screen. I don't think anyone else, any other pair of drivers, can fit in the same screen. Here comes Chris Stanley through Malmedy in the last lap. He's a and in the last lap he makes a mistake through Malmedy, but it won't matter because he's got 20 seconds over Mike Langley. The gap at the front is 7 seconds. Kev Allen is definitely going to win this one if he does not make any mistakes whatsoever. We are on the last lap. This is Mike Langley at Malmedy again. He's a minute and a half behind the leader, who is already in this very long section that takes you to Blanchimont. He is a few corners away from victory. He's already entering the Blanchimont area, and there are only a few corners to go for Cavalla. In fact, there's only one corner to go, which is La Source. This is the pit area nowadays, but Cavalla is coming home to take the checkered flag with a dominant win. Really no doubt whatsoever that he was going to be the man winning this race, and here comes Cavalla to take the win. Checkered flag is in the air. Simon Owen is going to be second and will strengthen his championship lead. There you go, Simon Owen crosses the line. Diogo Almeida, in his return to Old Volks Racing PlayStation, gets a podium. Darren Head has to settle for fourth. Fifth is going to be Dale Taylor, which is again a very good performance after a crash on the opening lap. The Twixter Chris Russell is in he's in seventh because Stuart Brand is in sixth. Stuart has to settle for sixth today. He could have been fifth, but that mistake sealed his fate. Here comes Chris Russell, and we are just waiting for pretty much everyone else to cross the line. There you go. And Chris Russell actually running wide at the source, which you can do nowadays because there's quite a big run-off area, but not in the good old days of the old Spa. There you go. 7th place, 8th is going to be Jumbo, and 9th is going to be Frankie, and 10th. Look at this is Jumbo, and Jumbo is actually... Was it Jumbo or Chris Stanley? I do not know. No, it was Jumbo and Frankie. Frankie actually almost... in 8th place at the end. Mike Langley is going to be 11th and last of the classified finishers. It was a very interesting, not destructive at all race with the Porsche 917. Let's see what race 2 gives us. There is confirmation of the result. I don't think there were any penalties. Well, there were some penalties, but didn't quite affect the end result. See you in race 2.